Shalom, y'all. It's your brother Apollos. Back with another message, quick video. Just want to show y'all how this whole single woman thing is, it's not turning out the way women are expecting it to turn out. Women being given expectations that's just not realistic. And so they find themselves on the hunt for something that doesn't exist. You're looking for the strong, masculine warrior man that you can control and, fall down and worship you. Worship the ground you walk on and treat you like you above him. And the truth of the matter is he don't exist. Men, real, actual, rough, masculine, manly men, they don't allow women to rule over them. It's just not natural. It's not a natural thing. It's like getting a little cat or something like that, and the cat come in the house and you just let the cat just run everything. You just walk around cleaning up behind her. You don't say nothing. It's just not natural. But that's what it's come down to today is women expect these lions of a men to be servants to them. They expect these men to obey them. And when they don't, they go to the next man. And then the next man. And then the next man. And they know no end to this thing no more. Because they all being promised this same thing, they all feel like they all in it together. And ain't nobody gonna stop them from reaching their goal, from getting what they feel is deserved, what they feel like they deserve. This world has completely lied to you. And I want you to hear it from one of your own.
This video might have made me seem bitter and twisted and cynical. Am I okay with that? I'm not sure that I am okay with that, because actually that's not really me. But when it comes to this subject, I just get so frustrated with everybody telling me being single's amazing.
But what is she talking about? Obviously being single in your 30s. Now that clip was from the end of the video, so we'll see in a moment why she says she's not bitter, because she says a lot in this video.
Just like a woman.
But before we begin, this of course is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. The prolific, nomadic Replicant Fish, indeed.
Yeah, I didn't do none of this editing in the video. Just letting y'all know some of it funny, some of it corny. But yeah, that ain't me. I'm just giving my response.
Truly, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice day. This one should be intriguing for a few reasons. A video by Sarah Wells. Her title is Vida Day 9. The Truth About Being Single in Your 30s. Oh God. And my title is The Truth About Single Women in Their 30s. 80s babies to sugar babies to leftover women. Yes. Yes. Of course.
Now, why you say leftover women? Because these women, in a lot of countries, they actually call them like women that's left behind and all that when they get to a certain age and they still ain't married. Why? Because normally no man in his right mind would take a woman that's in their 30s and the woman that been with this man, that man probably got this kid, that kid. Normally men in their right mind, I say in their right mind because in America, people are not in their right mind whatsoever. You've been completely brainwashed into this feminist society to accept any woman no matter what. She's special no matter what. But no man in his right mind without the brainwash is going to take a used up woman. It's just how it is. I mean, I know that sounds bad to y'all because y'all feminists, but the truth of the matter is the woman is supposed to be for that man and for that man only. So us seeing how bad the world is today, we definitely, we can see that, yeah, the women gonna be taken at a older age, but definitely don't want to take them in the 30s or in the 40s or in the 50s. You want to try to get them as young as possible because, that's when you actually can get some some good out of them. You know what I'm saying? You got more time with them. You got more time to teach them, more time to mold them. Less time they've been molded by somebody else. So it said, left behind, what else it said? She said something.
Single in your 30s. Oh God. And my title is The Truth About Single Women in Their 30s. 80s babies to sugar babies to leftover women.
Sugar babies. Oh man. If that ain't putting some sugar on the word, I don't know what is. In case y'all don't know what sugar babies is, these is hoes. Okay? That's what these is. Hoes. Meaning whores. They go out, they sleep with that man, and they use these men for their financial gain. If they need this, they have a man. For instance, if they, they need to have a certain type of car, they'll go to the dealership, find a man up there, flirt with that man to the point where they can get a deal on the car. They need some type of plumbing done in their house. They find a plumber, they flirt with the plumber. They might even have sex with the plumber, get a deal. They go throughout life using their beauty and their body to get everything. Don't get it twisted. A sugar baby is not just somebody that just have an old dude that just give them money just to see them looking pretty. That's what they want y'all to think. But the truth of the matter is, these women that just regular old women on walking down the street, these is what you call sugar babies too. These is what you call hoes too, because they doing the same thing. They just not putting it out there as, oh yeah, well, you're gonna do this for me, I'll do this for you, as far as money wise. They not just throwing it out there. They concealing it, they hiding it, and making it look like it's something else. But the truth of the matter is, they're using their bodies to get what they want. They're using the beauty that was supposed to be for one man, and one man was supposed to own that beauty and be in control. They're using that for themselves, for their own personal gain, which America again encourages. But yeah, sugar babies these is hoes, man. Anytime you hear somebody say I'm a sugar baby or I'm looking for a sugar daddy, that means you looking for some dude you can act like his girlfriend in whatever way, shape, or form. It could be you just coming through and chilling and rubbing on them or whatever it is. But all of these fall in the sugar baby category. Don't get it twisted. And all of these is hoes. There's no such thing as a sugar baby that's not a hoe. Alright, don't let her lie to you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Now to explain, 80s babies. Everyone that was born in the 80s are either now in their 30s or the first couple years of their 40s. Like someone will be 41 this year if they're not already. You know what I mean? Most people born in the 80s right now are in their 30s. Obviously, the point being, this as well is why average at best has such a rippling effect.
You're average looking at best. I'm telling you what they want, and you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
The woman in the video is 35 years old, obviously an 80s baby. One that was told the truth that she's average at best, at best, which is the truth, and nothing wrong with that. Except the thing is, there are many women, 80s babies women, some who have been and are sugar babies right now, who are coming to the conclusion that many of them were sold a lie. Yeah? It hasn't turned out the way they thought it would turn out.
See, the thing is, like you said, she was average at best. It's nothing wrong with being average, but the problem is every single woman feels like she deserves a man that is way above average. And I'm talking about way above average in everything, in looks, in money, in his house, and everything have to be way above average. These are the expectations that they have. Yet they would be sitting on the average level. It makes no sense for millions and millions of women to want a few thousand men. And then when those few thousand don't work out, you make it seem like the rest of the men are just nothing because they not millionaires, because they ain't got a Ferrari, because they ain't got what you expect or the standard that you can put in your mind for what a man is. This is not like, this evil as hell, man. The time we in right now, it's horrible. It's so hard for a man to keep his family. It don't make no sense. It's nothing but shiny things dangling everywhere in front of these women's faces, and they just grabbing at everything that they see outside of their marriage, outside of their husband, because there's so much opportunity being placed in front of them. So many chances being placed in front of them. They can just leave and at any moment and do what they want. This is an evil, evil place we in. And because the women it benefits them, they act like it's nothing. They act like it's okay to do these things. But, there is a God now.
Yeah, but enough waffling. Let's begin.
Anyway, you'll have no doubt seen the title of today's Vida video, and so I want to start this video with a disclaimer. I am not making this video for sympathy or attention.
That's good. A lot more women should understand, you're not going to get pitied. A lot of men aren't going to pity you because of your own life choices. Be they good or not, they were yours. Yeah, no one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
And I've got my waggy finger out, and I'll tell you for why. I'm making this video because this is a topic that I think is interesting. There are a few videos out there that are the truth about being single. And then you listen to them, and as much as it's their truth right then, these girls are in their 20s and attractive young women who have got their whole lives ahead of them. So I wanted to oar in. I wanted to oar in for the women who are in their 30s, the women who are in their 30s.
Run for your lives, men.
Well, the people who are in their 30s, and just give a little bit of an honest opinion about the truth about being single in your 30s. And I guess the whole I don't want sympathy thing leads me quite quickly into my first truth. I do not need to be pitied. There seems to be some sort of stigma. It's totally cool if you're single all the way through your 20s. All the way through. You just keep going out there and sowing your wild oats.
Getting smashed, in other words, getting smashed, as in, that's what she means by sowing your wild oats.
You just keep going out there and sowing your wild oats.
Getting smashed. And as you say, the point we all know and I've made before, many women don't actually have many real boyfriends. They have many real casuals. Many real smash downs and breakdowns and bust downs and bust offs if they're lucky. Yeah, if they're
And see, that's more of the truth that they don't like to hear. See, women, they'll go from one man to the next man, to the next man, to the next man, to the next man, all in hopes of thinking that, first of all, they're in control of it. Second of all, that they're going to find what they want. And if not, they satisfied by doing this. But they'll go from man to man to man to man to man and think that they're doing something like a man is doing, or think they sowing their wild oats. They not sowing no wild oats. They ain't got no oats to sow. All right, they out there like this dude just said, getting smashed. That's what's happening to them. All that other stuff is, trying to make themselves feel good about being hoes. That's it at the end of the day. Like he said, they don't have really that many relationships. They got a lot of people that have knocked them down, yeah. But they ain't got many relationships because they being fed lies. A man will play that role for a little while just to hit, and women are gullible as hell. That's why the scripture said a woman will receive any man. Because women are gullible as hell, these women fall every single time. Why? You were created literally to be dominated by a man. That's your purpose. So yes, it's easy for men to dominate you. It's easy for men to control you. It's easy for men to speak to you and get you to understand things. That's the reason why you have to be protected. You have to have one that's going to protect you from the rest. Because a man can easily control or manipulate a woman. That's why these women fall into the bed so fast with so many men, and then a year later they talking about how this man was horrible and they just left him with a kid and all this. But you was in the bed with this man. Why? Because women are easy to be manipulated. That is the problem that they do not want to admit. They do not want to acknowledge the fact that they are not as smart as men. They want to place that all on TV everywhere. They not nowhere near as smart as men. They are very easily manipulated. This is why the laws of God have to be in play. Now again, these women are not going out and having 1,000 relationships. These women are going from man to man to man because these men are running game on them, telling them all they want to hear, and then getting them in the bed. And then the women try to control them afterwards. And they say, no, I'm not going to be controlled. I'm out of here. The whole thing is you never went about this the right way. You never went through a man to get a man. You have to go through your father. You have to go through your uncles. You have to go through actual men that are set up. Like, I'm talking about set up with the scriptures, set up with knowledge, that understand families, understand structure, understand how much we need this. This is what families used to have. This is what families used to be full of. Now it's just full of men that just let the women do whatever the hell they want to do. And it's all good. It's not how it's supposed to be, man. It's just, again, women have turned this thing into, oh, I'm going out and I'm having fun, or I'm, having this hot girl summer or whatever. You're being used by men, and you've been taught that this is to your benefit. This is not to your benefit. You've been taught that because you're making the choice to sleep with that one and that one and that one, that it's to your benefit. No, you're actually being a whore in God's eyes. When you are under the control of a man, you are not a whore in God's eyes because you are belonging to one man. They teach that as oppression in America. See, they completely call evil good and good evil. It's wrong for the woman to be under one man, but it's okay for her to be under 10 men. We got to understand where we at, man. This is Babylon.
Okay.
That's totally cool. You get into your 30s, and suddenly you tell people at social occasions that you're single, and they give you that look.
Shong Yu.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
So condescending, isn't it?
Just like a woman.
Oh. It's that the scrunchy. Like they've just smelt a fart in a lift.
What?
That sort of look. You are literally the fart in the lift of every social occasion that you go to.
Oh my God, as a single woman in your 30s, you're a fart in a lift. Oh my God, that's a good description. But no, it's not. It's not a good description. That's quite wrong. But wow, it's like, who stunk up the room? My God, I think that's what some 30-year-old women feel. Who stunk up the room. Oh my God.
Fart in a lift. That sort of look. You are literally the fart in the lift of every social occasion that you go to as soon as you say that you are 32 and still single. And that's not okay. It should totally be okay to still be single. Instead, people should just be turning around and being like, oh, okay, that's cool. Moving on. If it's not enough that you have other people pitying you, it doesn't help that your baggage just gets worse.
Oh, thank you very much, Sarah. A good point. The point proven with average at best.
Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want that?
And the women that are bothered because they have seen themselves in her. That's why they're bothered.
And that's the thing about women having unrealistic expectations. You could literally tell them that what you're looking for, sweetheart, it's only a few hundred men out here in the millions that got that. And they like, well, that's what I deserve. And then you're like, well, what do you have or what do you bring to the table that shows that you deserve this percentage of men, this certain percentage of men? And the craziest thing is they have nothing. Like, they don't have no plan. They don't have nothing that's like they can reach out and say, okay, well, I have this or I have that. They know that they don't have nothing different than the next woman. yet they portray themselves to be, you know, what they like to say, oh, I'm that bitch, which is not a good thing to call yourself. You know, scripture says self-willed woman is a bitch. So you don't really want to be cool with calling yourself that. But women are in that stage where they feel like they are the prize. They are the one that's special. Like, we should be falling down in line for them. We should be lining up for them. This is what they really think. I mean, it's a horrible time we're in where a woman that look like this really think that she deserves the highest class, the highest, you know, type of man that you can find. But that's where we at right now, to the point where the most unattractive women are acting like straight up dime pieces, acting like they are setting, or they have expectations like dime pieces. I should say, like, you know, the ones back in my day. But these women are completely out of control, man. You can't even see the difference between what you look like and what another woman look like, but yet you feel like you deserve everything that this woman deserves. You can't even see how she acts, but you feel like you deserve everything that this woman deserves. It's like no matter what, you deserve the most and the best, but doing the least. That's the American way. I tell brothers all the time, no matter what you do, you can do everything for this woman. She don't fear God. She not gonna obey you. You can do any woman in the world. I'm talking about, you could be a millionaire. You could be James Harden, have all the bread, and you know you can be able to buy her whatever she want, spend all the money on her. You got the big house, you popular, all that. And you know, you an NBA player, and guess what? She's still not gonna listen. That's the craziest part. That was part of the hardest things I had to really come to grasp with. You can literally give her everything, but because of what she taught in this society, she's still not gonna listen. Cause she's gonna look at that as, oh, I'm a puppet or I'm a robot and I can't be that. Mind you, the man giving her every single thing she want, every single dollar, I'm talking about a true to the game trick. Just every single thing she want. And you'll still be in a situation where she gonna feel like she running your house. So what that say? There is no out with this, brothers. The only way you can get out is keeping the laws of God. Dealing with women according to the law. Only dealing with women that fear God. Only dealing with women that actually will sit down with you, go through the scriptures, and say, yeah, oh, okay, that's what God say? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, that's what God say I can't do? All right, I'm not doing that no more. That's the only chance you get. Because in this society, they are taught no matter what they are given, they still don't give up their freedom. They still don't give up the fact that, or they still don't obey, because they feel like that's taking away their freedom. So this society is continuously molding them for that. Without the Bible, I'm telling you, it don't matter what amount of money you give her or how much is available for her. Her mindset is set up where she's in charge. The Bible is needed. That's the only thing that's going to help. Other than that, your woman is going to run your household in some way, shape, or form. You can say what you want, but we know what's happening in the house. You can't make decisions without getting her input. Why? Because you are not the actual head of the household. The head of the household will be able to make decisions, and everybody else in the household follow and understand. But in America today, again, no matter how much money you have, you could have picked her up off the street. No matter how much money you have, she, for some reason, is going to come in thinking that she deserves all of this and that you need to be under her control. And this is sad, man. This is sad. Again, you give her everything she wants, but she's still going to feel like giving up her freedom is wrong. Giving up or being able to be in full subjection is wrong. She gonna feel this way. And that's the biggest issue. Right? That's literally all we need is subjection, full subjection. The one job, the one thing that they're supposed to do, they don't want to do. That's the one thing they've been taught to run from. Oh, he trying to control you? Oh, girl, run from him, girl. When the Bible say a man's supposed to have his woman in subjection in everything, that means all facets of life, every way, everything she do. But let a man speak that, the words of God, and he's called evil in this society. That's how you know we in an evil society, because they call evil good and good evil. It's good for the woman to make her own choices, run from man to man to man to man. That's cool. But it's not cool for her to be obedient to a man. I'm telling you, man, we gotta wake up. That's the only way we gonna fix our families. If we just stick to the script all the way. Anything other than that, man, you hurting yourself, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
Your baggage just gets worse. You have more of it, for one, because you've been here longer, but you've also been with more wrong guys than you can shake a really big stick at.
A stick? Was it a stick you were shaking?
But then you also have all of your own anxieties that are in your own brain. The ones that tell you that you're too fat, or your nose is too big and your teeth are too sticky outy and your ass is enormous, and if you don't love you, how is anybody else going to love you?
I didn't do this bit, by the way. She's doing the zooming in bit with their eyes like that, but yeah. Oh, God. It's very good.
And blah, 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 blah. All of that bullshit just gets louder, and there's more of it. And with that, your body clock just begins to tick louder along with it. You see everybody else getting married, having babies, and you're nowhere near any of that. You literally feel like a bad grown-up for existing and not having any of that stuff. And that's really shitty. But with social media and everything, you literally see the best parts of everybody's lives. And the best parts for them are the marriage and the babies. And then all your friends.
That's another thing. You see the best parts of these women's lives on social media too. You know, they'll go and put on the nicest outfit and make themselves up real nice. But that's all you seeing. You seeing those pictures and those videos of the good times. You're not seeing when they sitting lonely, wishing that they had a man. You're not seeing when they literally at the club going through man after man after man, and this man come and give them buy a drink. This man come and give her a phone number. This man try to grab her ass. This man trying to take her home. This man trying to rape her ass. This man trying to kidnap. You're not seeing all of the things that they going through being single women. You're seeing the good parts. You're just seeing the glitz and the glam, the party girl shit. You're not really getting a full glimpse of what a single life is like. So don't get it twisted. It's gonna look good on Facebook and on the ground.
Who you would absolutely adore start having babies, and then all your friends
start having babies. Start having babies.
And then all your friends who you would absolutely adore
start having babies. You do start having babies.
So all that your brain and your body does is go, "Ooh, you better hurry up. Better hurry up and find someone. TikTok, 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 TikTok."
You do start having babies.
You don't have time. Time is running out.
For some 80s babies, women, time's already run out. To be honest, it's not good. It's not good. And that's why there's so much panic now.
You're average looking at best.
All those 80s babies, women hitting the wall, just, you can hear it now. Just listen.
Fight! Sonic boom! Perfect!
Just listen, you can hear it now. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
You're rapidly hurtling towards that brown sofa and a load of cats. That's effectively where I'm headed. One thing that really gets me is when people turn around and ask you, "Yeah, but have you tried looking? Have you tried?" Yes, I've tried looking. I've tried looking. In every single way possible you could try looking. I've gone out. I've gone online. I've done speed dating in rich, posh areas. I've done speed dating in wanky hipster areas. I've done speed dating in weird North London areas where everybody was a software developer. I mean, everybody knew how to code.
Shout out to all the coders everywhere. Keep coding, keep making stuff run good and making things look good and just function as a coder. Yeah, here, coders, here.
I have applied for TV shows. I have literally done everything.
Now listen to all of these avenues that they got for these women. I mean, it's almost a miracle if a man can keep a woman in America in 2022. She has so many options, it is ridiculous. She has so many ways to find a man, another man. It is absolutely ridiculous, man. Like, notice one thing. You didn't hear her say she went through the scriptures. She was looking for a godly man. She didn't talk nothing about no church, none of that. The woman never was responsible for finding her own husband. She's not qualified to do this. So when you're not qualified to do something, you end up like her. You end up sad and mad because you're trying to do something you're not qualified to do. You're going to end up by yourself. The woman was always given away from one man, from the father to the husband. The woman never had this opportunity to just see a plethora of men and then choose. Why? Because she wasn't designed that way. And then women think like children. They're looking for shiny things and what looks good. They're not looking for a future. They're not thinking about the future. They're not thinking about what the children need. They're only thinking about right now, what feels good and what looks good right now. Just like children. Children only thinking about what's good right now. They're only thinking about, having fun right now. They're not thinking about the future. So this is the reason why you have so many women making bad decisions, because they're not thinking about the future whatsoever. They're thinking about the now. And that's the reason why they cannot find a good man. You know how they say the man be thinking with his rod? The woman be thinking with a vagina a lot of the times. She's looking for somebody that turns her on, as opposed to somebody that can actually protect and provide for her. That's the thing she should be looking for, but she's not qualified for this job, so she have no idea what she's supposed to be looking for. And she's been told by America what to look for.
I personally can think of right now to look for a guy, including 100,000 dating apps.
Well, the truth is, many 30-year-old women have probably done everything sexually, so maybe that's why they want to settle down.
Which leads me on to my next truth. Every dating app is bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't care if you did meet your significant other on Tinder. I don't know how. I don't know how you did it, because I have tried every single dating app that there is out there. Happen, Bumble, Tinder, even Coffee and a Bagel.
What? I've never heard of that one before. Jesus Christ. Coffee and a bagel? Trash already. Trash! The F is that? I've never heard of that one before.
I signed up to that and then I didn't even know what the fuck it was, so I just deleted it. I've had friends make my dating profiles. I have had guy friends make my dating profiles. I have done nothing on dating profiles. I have said hello to everybody that I've matched with. They're all just bullshit. Bumble literally serves you every fake hot guy you've ever even thought of that could be on the app straight up front and goes, oh, here, look at all these nice men that might be on here. And then once you filter through all of them, you start to get like the real guys.
The average at best guys, the regular average at best guys, the dusty guys, in other words, the dusties.
And you can tell the difference because they don't all look like Versace models. They look like regular Joe that walks down this street and had 4 pints on Sunday. You know, look, I know it's not all about looks, but this is what these apps drill.
This is what I'm saying again, man. The average woman have a problem with the average man. The average woman feel like the average man is not good enough. Of course, that's going to lead to a lot of single women. That's the only thing that makes sense. Average women think that average is not good enough for them, yet they don't want to step their level up to not be average. Not saying that that would change anything, but again, average women think it's wrong to date an average man, but the woman always right, huh?
It's down to. That's another reason why they are complete and utter bullshit. What it comes down to is that meeting good people is hard.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Many women in their 20s meet many good men. Maybe even a few. Maybe only even a few, but these were good men. However, let's not forget fun. Let's not forget the fun. Women have to have fun. Come on. You know, spread their wild oats in their 20s.
And that is a really...
Let me get this scripture real quick. I just thought about this. It's good for the topic. But see here, this whole average woman thing, you know, they make it seem like every woman deserves, Superman. So that means if a man is not Superman, he don't even deserve his family. Like, cash him out. He don't need a family. Because he ain't got $1 million and he ain't got a 6-pack and big shoulders. These women are absolutely crazy. I'm gonna grab some in First Esdras. We're gonna start at is it First? No, I'm tripping on First Esdras. Esther. I want Esther. That's what I want. Yeah, give me a minute. I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, Esther 1. Is it? No, hold up. Alright, so y'all get a chance, y'all go back and read this whole chapter of Esther, chapter 1. Give you some understanding on order, dealing with these women or whatever. But I'm gonna jump right to the meat of it. This verse 15, it say, "What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to the law? Because she have not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains." And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, "Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in the provinces of the king Ahasuerus." So he's saying, look, by her disobeying the king, she didn't just do wrong to the king, she did wrong to everybody in the land. So let's explain. It said, "For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes." So it's saying that these women hear that the queen wasn't listening to her king, they're going to think they don't have to listen to their regular man. It say, "When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus. And let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, All the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small. I'm going to read that part again. It says, when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small. So that's regular people. The regular man on the street, just all he did was make cabinets all day. That's all he do was make cabinets. Guess what? His wife, he still deserves a wife in full subjection. She can't come home and be like, well, nigga, you ain't doing this, and you ain't got dollars, and you ain't got stacks. You can't make it rain. This and that. Well, I'm gonna go do my thing. This is what America tell you is cool. But the truth of the matter is, every man deserves to have his family. It's not, oh, I have to have more than every brother in the neighborhood to look good for me to keep my wife. If not, she gonna go looking for somebody that have more money than me. That's not what it is. But that's what America have turned it into. Again, it says to both great and small. The greatest of the men to the lowest of the men, all of them was held in honor by their wife. All of them. We have to understand that we cannot change the word of God. It tells you a good woman is an obedient woman. A bad woman is self-willed. She wants to do what she wants to do. It calls her a bitch for a reason. We cannot change the word of God. All right? That's Ecclesiasticus 26:25, if y'all wondering. The Good News Translation. Go look it up. But again, it tells you clearly that both small and great, all these women was to be in full subjection under their husband. Now we done turned it into a man that don't have $1 million or $100,000 in the bank, and a man that's not where this woman feels he should be. He don't deserve to keep his family. She could just up and leave and do whatever she wants now. This is wickedness according to the word of God. At some point in time, if you was a woman that feared God, you're going to have to stop doing this here.
Difficult truth to wrap your mind around. I came to London as a little girl from the country coming to the big city thinking, not only will I have the opportunity to make a great life for myself and start a career, but I might even meet a nice guy, because surely there's got to be loads of nice guys here.
It's like that was the third thing. Oh, make a nice life and start a career. These are fables, man. Women are not supposed to be making lives for themselves and starting careers and none of that. The only career that they need to be focused on is serving their husband in everything. And if he wants them to be a baker, he wants them to be a chef, he wants them to be a hairstylist or anything like that, then that's what you can be. But that should be your first thing, is worried about what your husband wants of you, what your husband wants from you, what he needs from you. But you put in a situation in America where you feel like you're in charge of everything. You feel like you have to figure everything out. And you're not qualified to do that. And that's the reason why it's mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Because you don't want to follow a leader, a Lord, like God says all women have to have. You want to do it yourself. No, this is what you're going to end up. Single, on the couch, with all the cats.
Maybe are, but if there are, I don't know how to meet them. It's also hard because I'm 32. I like to come home from work, get changed into something with an elasticated waist, abandon my bra as soon as I walk in the door, and sit on the sofa and watch Netflix.
That was beautiful. Poetry. Oh God, poetry. Oh God, be still my dead heart. Oh, be still my dead insides. Jesus Christ. One more time, Sarah. One more time.
I'm 32. I like to come home from work, get changed into something with an elasticated waist, abandon my bra as soon as I walk in the door, and sit on the sofa and watch
Bullshit.
Netflix.
Bullshit. Because that is the lifestyle for many single women.
Netflix. I'm watching a really good series right now.
Yes, they have a job, career, education, yes, everything, PhDs, whatever.
No one cares.
They have it all, except for a man.
Yeah, I could be out in a bar trying to meet some guys, but that would cost me money, and that would take quite a lot of effort. Quite like sitting down, and then all your friends.
Not having babies.
That's another thing. These women are lazy as hell. If your job, like you was literally born and created to be a servant of a man, but yet you spend your entire life serving yourself and your own wants and needs, when it comes to actually getting off your behind and doing things to make a man happy, it's gonna seem like he's asking for too much. But the thing is, that's actually your purpose. Like, you're not there to just look good. You're there to serve in everything. If you can't figure that part out, you'll never keep a man.
Babies. Not having babies.
Netflix. Quite like sitting down, if I'm honest. The worst thing that anyone will tell you when you are still single in your 30s is this nugget, this beauty, this little juicy, fluffy line that people just love to crack out there. They'll turn up when you stop looking.
Oh, what a load of crap. Oh, what a load of crap.
That is bullshit.
They'll turn up when you stop looking. Oh, what a load of doo-doo. Oh my God. I feel sorry for those who actually believe it. You know, you're sitting there with the laws of attraction or the secrets, the law.
Oh, let's go back. Right.
They'll turn up when you stop looking. Oh, what a load of doo-doo. Oh my God. I feel sorry for those who actually believe.
That's the picture right there. Waiting for the perfect man. Y'all have been, listen, you have to understand, you were designed to conform to a man, meaning to change to his ways. When you're saying perfect, a lot of you women are saying you want the man to be the way you want him to be. And that's what considers him perfect. It don't matter if the man can build houses. It don't matter if the man can dig up a whole damn trench in 5 minutes. It don't matter if the man is a rocket scientist. It just matters if he have the qualities that you want. And that's what considers him perfect to you. Problem is, that has never been the standard for a man. A woman's opinion does not matter when it comes to the standard for a man. That's the reason why y'all so destroyed. Y'all think y'all waiting on somebody that's going to conform to the things that you consider a good man. And you don't know what a good man is. You literally think that we are here to conform to what you think is right. And it's the exact opposite. You are here to conform to everything that a man needs from you. Therefore, when you say waiting on a perfect man, you're not understanding that you're going to have to change. There's change that has to happen by you. And I mean major change, because you have to conform to this man. You have to be a servant so good, like in Ecclesiastes 36, 24, not 32, 36, 24, it tells you that it's a helper like he's helping himself. You have to be a helper so good, it's like you're helping yourself. Like this man is helping himself. Like if I tell myself, self, go do this, go do that, and the third, myself ain't gonna be like, nah, I don't feel like knowing that. No, myself, oh yeah, I'm gonna go knock that out real quick, be right back, boom, done. That's the type of helper that you're supposed to be. I'm talking about full-fledged in everything. But yet, y'all been taught, oh, well, he wants you to do that? Oh, no, girl, that he ain't for you, girl. You need to find you somebody else. Oh, no, he did that. Oh, no, you need to find another one, girl. He acting like the last one. Oh, no, he did that. Oh, no, I don't know what's going on, girl. Must be something in the water. These niggas don't know how to act. You just keep on waiting, girl. There's one coming for you. God got you, girl. Don't you worry. And this is what you see right here in this picture. Waiting on you're going to die waiting on the perfect man. You're going to die waiting on him. You're going to go through 50 men and then you're going to die single. That's what's going to happen to you. Why? Because you don't choose the ways of God. You don't choose to be obedient in everything. You don't choose to follow a man of God. You want somebody that's around here listening to Jay-Z and Lil Wayne every day. That's what you want. But you see your children and you want your children to be able to follow after righteousness. But when it comes to you choosing somebody, all you choose is wickedness. All you choose is people that don't have their life aimed at God whatsoever. And then you want to turn them around and try to mold them to be a good father. I mean, it's just amazing. Listen, at some point in time, y'all have to understand you cannot alter, change. You cannot do anything to a man other than serve that man. The more you try to change that man, the more you're going to make that man not want to deal with you. This is the reason why you can't keep him, because you're trying to change him, but you're supposed to be the one changing.
You know, you're sitting there with the laws of attraction or the secrets, the laws of attraction that do work, but you have to put an effort in for that to work. Like making your own luck. You're not making luck, you're just putting an effort in so things start to happen.
No, they won't. No, they won't. I'm sorry. For one reason or another, life has worked out that I have been single for the last decade. Have there been guys that have come in and out of my life? Yeah, of course there have. But none of them have been serious relationships, people that I've been able to stick with. That does not mean...
See, again, you got all these guys coming in and out. You talking about none of them serious, some you're able to stick with. Well, how about you stop giving up your box? That would be a great thing. You stop doing that, and maybe you be able to vet them out a little bit easier. But nah, y'all taught that, you know, that's your body, your choice. You can do whatever you want. No, you's a hoe. That's what it is. But let me get this script. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22. It says, as a jewel as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman without discretion. So is a beautiful woman without discretion. He said it's like a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, in a pig's nose. That's what these women are like. And they think that they are great catches. But again, the scripture says, this is like a woman. He said, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. And that's what these women are. They're beautiful women, but they don't have no discretion. They don't have no kind of discipline. They're not discreet at all. All they do is what they want to do and what feels good to them in the moment. And what we're trying to show you is that is not attractive. That's like a pig with a jewel in the nose. No man wants that, not one. So they're trying to tell you no man wants a woman that's beautiful that has no discretion. But guess what? Here in Babylon today, it's many men that will pretend they want it so they can have sex with you, and then they're going to leave you alone after that. At some point in time, you got to realize you're being gullible, and you got to return back to the Bible. Because you're not going to make it the way you want to make it. You have to make it the way God said make it. That's the only way. Other than that, you're a woman without discretion. You could be beautiful as hell, but no man's going to see you the way you see yourself. We see a pig with a gold ring in the nose. That's what we see. We don't see the fineness that you think you are. Understand that. You have no discretion. We see a pig with the ring in the nose. All right?
I have been solidly looking for the past 10 years.
No, they've just been smashdowns. You've just been getting banged, in other words.
I've done other shit. That entire time, I wasn't continually busy thinking about boys. The rest of us are just going to remain single.
And that's the thing. I wasn't busy thinking of, you was with all these men the whole time. That's what they do. They get single, They go out and date men. And they think people are stupid. But that's what they do.
And that is the most depressing way to end this video.
Start having babies. Start having babies.
Netflix. This video might have made me seem bitter and twisted.
Silence, you fool! And to end where it began. Her saying she's not bitter. But is she? Is she? Either way, men, pay attention. Whether you're an 80s baby, below or above the age of 80s babies, beware and be aware. Many women in their 30s, some former sugar babies, all 80s babies, could now have baby rabies, and you could be a victim of said women. The desperation is everywhere. Pay attention as a man. Here. In other words, focus. Observe.
Yeah. So, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy to watch sometimes. But yeah, our sister's really been convinced that, you know, you can be the average woman, but you deserve more than average. And average by definition means it's a lot. So if there's a lot of average, then it means the ones that's above by definition means it's not a lot. Then that means it's impossible for all you average motherfuckers to get a high, what you call a high value man. It's impossible. Some point in time, you got to keep it real and stop playing games with your life. Because you just making yourself look like more of a whore. Again, he said, in this, the woman that without discretion, it just looked just like a pig with a jewel in the snout. All right? Trust me, men are not trying to lay with or kiss on a pig. So just know that's why you're single, is because you don't have no discretion. You don't have no morals to yourself. And men see that. And men don't want that for their children. Men don't want to have a woman in their house with their children that don't know how to act. They don't want a woman to raise their children that don't have no discretion. So while you out trying to look like this bad bitch, half naked, you know, got your ass all out, you're not understanding that real men are not gonna look at you at all as a candidate, because they're thinking about their families. They're thinking about, well, will she be a good mother for my children? Oh, nah, she gonna have my daughter out here looking like a hoe. Nah, this is a horrible idea. And sisters want to blame everybody else for the reason why they're still single. No, you're single because you keep making bad decisions. You cannot go out half naked and then expect to find a husband. No man's gonna wife a half naked woman in the street. No man's gonna wife a woman twerking in the club. It's just not gonna happen. Now, what's going to happen is he'll get your number, he'll meet up with you, he'll play the role, and he'll smash. All the while, he's doing it with 10 other women at the same time. So you have to understand you're nowhere near as special as you think you are. And you going out and dressing like a whore is actually turning away the men that you say you want. And it's bringing on the men that you say you don't want. You say you don't want the quick one night stand thing, but you dress one night standish. You go put on the one night unit, but then say you don't want a one night stand. It's amazing, man. It is amazing. It's the reason why y'all not qualified to make y'all own decisions. Y'all have to have a head. Y'all have to have a Lord. And if any woman is hearing this, I advise you to get a head or a Lord, a righteous head. Be in contact with brothers that teach and keep the commandments. And guess what? They're going to find you a righteous husband. All right, they ain't going to always take you, but they'll find you a righteous husband. But you going out there by yourself, and ain't no excuse now. My brothers all over the internet, all like literally everywhere. Ain't no excuse. You can hit up any one of them, and guess what? They're going to lead you in righteousness to finding a husband according to the scriptures. That's what you really need. But nah, you're going to go to the club and go look for them. Again, my brothers is on almost every major street corner in America every single Saturday. Almost every major street corner, you'll see Israelites out there. Go speak to some Israelites. And that's where you're going to find a good husband. You're not going to find a good husband in the world because they worldly as hell. Go speak to some Israelites. Or contact me. I'll help you find a good husband. That's our job. Our job is to make these families work the way they were supposed to work. And don't allow the wicked to have such a control over our people. But understand, sisters, y'all not going to get it by doing it yourself. You're not qualified to make these decisions. You don't know what to look for. You don't know how to vet a man or how to actually see what a man is about. Trust in the Lord and go and speak to the men of the Lord. Go speak to these brothers on the street corners that's teaching the Bible. And they're going to show you in the Bible what you have to do. All right? Hope y'all learned something today. Get at y'all later. Shalom.
Remember,